Hello, everybody. Happy New Year. Let me just go ahead and quickly make sure that we are live. I don't expect there to be a big audience today. I kind of just did this spur of the moment. I wanted to hold myself accountable and, and get some work done. So I thought, why not hop on here? It's been a while since I've done um, a live stream. I did a whole bunch during November, but didn't really pop on in December. So let's see who we've got on here, if I can get it together. And okay, looks like we're good. So, how is everybody? How did we celebrate the new year? I had a very quiet time at home with myself and my cat and just watched Netflix and had pizza and wine and kind of did some social media stuff and a little bit of outlining, which is what I'm going to be working on today. I would love to have this book outlined by tomorrow so I can start drafting on Monday. But yeah, I also started rewatching Pretty Little Liars. I used to watch this show or that show when it was on TV, and it was like one of the most infuriating shows. And as I rewatch it, I am remembering why it was so infuriating. But there are parts of it that I really like. So yeah, I'm still on season 1. Let me wipe off my camera here. I'm still on season 1 of 7. So hopefully if I don't like binge it every day, which I don't plan to. I mean, I have a job, I have books to write, I have books to read. I'm hoping it'll take me through the winter months because yeah, it's cold and dark in Canada very early, basically up until March or April. So we've got a while to go as it is only January 1st. Anyways, hello, Erica. Happy New Year. Hello. First time on your live stream. Super excited to get some things done. Yay! Thank you for joining us. I know it's very spur of the moment. It didn't really give people a lot of time, like if they're, recovering from last night or they just hadn't planned to do any work today, then that's okay. But I need to get some work done. So I thought maybe there's some other people out there who also want to, hold each other accountable. And I'm also going to make a mimosa in a minute. I have all the stuff there. Hi, Renee. Thank you for joining. Happy New Year. Love your name. That is amazing. Happy New Year. Play Diablo with my husband since we're in our 5th. Oh, girl, I know. I was talking to my sister about this. We're in Ontario. Well, actually, right now she's in Scotland, but I'm here in Ontario, and I see what is happening there, and I'm like, we're next. Like, it's gonna happen here again. I'm just waiting to get that email from my gym saying we've shut down again. I'm at a loss at this point. So hugs to you. I can't even imagine. I know they're very, very strict there. So I'm thinking about you. I don't really like that show. I get it. I totally understand that. And like most of the time, like some of the writing is just so cringy, especially in the early seasons. I mean, I find that with a lot of like the teen shows. I really enjoyed that show, Shadowhunters, and I rewatched it earlier, or I guess late in 2021, and I enjoyed it, but like some of the writing in the beginning was so cringy. Yeah, I also really, really enjoyed Gossip Girl. I started it late, like not before it finished, but I can't remember I think they were on their second to last season when I started watching it. But yeah, I bought them all on DVD and like binged them, and I've been watching the reboot, which is different, but I like it, I think, for the most part. Haven't watched Animal Kingdom. People have been raving about what is it, Yellowstone? And I was gonna try that one, but then I was like, I don't know. I've recently started watching Rain on Netflix. I think that's how I'm starting to get into it. I started watching that one too last year, and I don't know why I stopped because I was liking it. So I think I'm gonna have to go back and finish that one at some point this year. Bum, bum. I know it's so dumb. It's just I don't even want to like talk about it. I'm just so frustrated at this point. Hi Mary, happy new year. How do you outline? Do you outline your whole series or do you do one book at a time? I wanted to outline the whole series and then I was like that could get very messy because if I put in all that work and outline the whole series and then when I'm drafting, say, like book 2 and something like major changes, then I have to like potentially re-outline the rest of the series in some parts to make sure that that pulls through. And it could potentially change events that happen in future books, especially because a lot of the first couple of books is setting up stuff for the rest of the books. So I would hate to put in all that like time and effort into a series outline and then have to go back and change a whole bunch of stuff or re-outline. So I outline one book at a time. So I just published book 2 in this series. And so this weekend I'm outlining book 3 and then I'll be writing book 3 and then I'll outline book 4 and blah, blah, blah. I will, like when I'm writing book whatever or outlining book whatever, if I think of something to connect like in a later book, then I will put that into the outline for that book and just to remind myself to like go back and put it in or address it. I do that. And then my outlines are very, very basic. It's literally just chapter 1 and then jot notes of like the main things that need to happen. I don't do like super, super detailed because I find that takes away some of like the creativity that I really enjoy about the drafting process. So yeah, but if like there's a specific scene that comes to me or like lines of dialogue, I'll put that in my outline just to remind myself to put it into the book. But yeah, and I started doing this for this pending series that I'm writing. Beside like the chapter, I'll put the day, like the date that the chapter is taking place. If it takes place over more than one date, then I'll put whatever dates are in there. And that's basically just for me to keep track of the timeline. And I found that has been really beneficial writing this series. Maya, hello, welcome. We are gonna start sprinting soon, I promise. I am gonna make a drink in a minute. I just wanted to get through all the comments. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm gonna try to make a mimosa without making a huge mess. Where are they? I have my glass. It's not a mimosa glass, it's wine glass, but it's fine. It'll do the job. I have my orange juice. And the most important part. Let me know what you guys are working on today. Like I said, I'm going to be outlining. So I totally lost my train of thought there. Anyways, let me know what you guys are going to be working on. And if you are joining me in a beverage, whether it be an adult beverage or coffee or tea or water, let me know what you're drinking. I'm not a day drinker typically, but it's vacation, celebrating the new year, and everything that I accomplished last year and everything I've set out to accomplish this year. If you want to share your goals for the new year, I would love to hear them. I am such a goal-oriented person that I could talk about like goal setting and like action steps to take you closer to achieving your goals. That's just the type of person I am. Okay. Come on. It's been a while since I've opened one of these. Okay. Let's try not to put it through a window or a wall. Hey! Happy New Year. We got some comments coming in. Erica says, I'll be working on book 2 in my Tempted series and maybe my Christmas 2022 book if I reach my word goals in Tempted. That sounds awesome. I don't know that I could work on a Christmas book like now that the holidays have passed, so kudos to you. And Erica's goals are publish 3 books, write 2 more. That sounds fabulous. Right to the rim, Jessie. Good job. Is it more wine than orange juice? Probably. Did I bring anything to stir? Absolutely not. Nice. Cheers. And I just spilled it on my computer. We're doing really well so far, guys. Okay, it didn't really get on my computer. It's fine. Mostly on my desk in front of the computer, and it was just a few drops. So we're good. Mary's drinking coffee, doing some planning and goal setting. My goals are still kind of swirling around in my head. That sounds awesome. And yeah, that's totally fair. I mean, we're on day 1. It's all good. I still don't know, like, when I say, I guess I haven't like set all of my goals, but I have my release schedule ready. So most of my goals revolve around my release schedule. But then I have like lifestyle goals and income goals and all that fun stuff. I think you're talking about my drink, and it tastes very good. It's been a while since I've had a mimosa. My Christmas story is based on my shitty Christmas. That's why I'm writing it right now. I still have all the feelings. I understand that Christmas this year was a total shit show on my end too, so I feel for you. Hi, Joanne. I am working on an outline today, so hopefully between today and tomorrow I can get that wrapped up. Nerdy Girl is working on Act 1 of their story. Very exciting. Okay. How do we want to run sprints today? Do we want to start off with like a warm-up sprint, or do we want to dive into like 20 minutes, 25, 30? How are we feeling? Are we feeling optimistic being day 1 of the year, of the month? How are we feeling? Let me know. I will get a timer ready to go. You guys just let me know what we're feeling. I'm totally cool with whatever. We can start with 15 if we kind of want to just warm up and get into what we're going to be working on today. That usually is a good place to start. Joanne says a warm-up sprint, so I'm thinking 15 is a good place to start. I'm going to be working on my 2022 goals and taking down my Christmas decorations. Maybe put some words on one of my projects. Maybe put down some words on one of my projects. That sounds great. I didn't have a whole lot of decorations, but I put them away yesterday. So I also need to kind of sit down and really concrete my goals for this year. All right. Yes. Oh, thank you. No, I'm glad you guys are here. Otherwise, it would just be me talking to a screen. So, yeah, okay. Let's go ahead and start with 15, and then we can go up as we so choose. So, oops, that's not what I wanted to do. I will go ahead and share my screen so you guys can see the timer. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. So, let's get started. If you want to use this warm-up sprint to kind of like open your Word document, grab a drink, grab a snack, settle in, it's totally cool, but I will meet you guys back here in 15 minutes. All right. How did everybody do on that warm up? That felt longer than I was expecting to. I had a quick snack and a bathroom break and got back and started outlining my first chapter. I did start on it sort of in the last couple of days. So I just wrapped up the first chapter. Um, and yeah, I basically need to figure out what the heck is happening in this book and nail down like the main events, like the inciting incident, which I guess happens at the end of chapter one, um, and all the like main story beats. I'm not doing a beat sheet, but I do still try to fit them into each book without forcing them, of course, because it just won't feel right if it's forced. Let's see. I'll catch up on the comments. Let me know how everybody did. I'm going to try working on the first baking competition scene between my main characters, Lydia and Xavier. That sounds fun. I love the like competitiveness and baking. I watched not too many like Christmas baking shows, but enough. Like the one with Andy Samberg and Maya Rudolph was really entertaining. I didn't finish it, but it was really enjoyable, the ones that I did watch. Honestly, I have such a long writing to-do list. I have no idea where to start. Zoe, I feel you. It can be so tough. I mean, I guess like my first inkling would be to start with what you're most excited about, because I think that'll really jumpstart your motivation to do maybe the other things that you're not so looking forward to, maybe. Um, but yeah, I understand that. Sorry, Mary. I know I wish that you could change the sound of it because it's not very pleasant. Um, I made a yummy peppermint tea with maple syrup. Syrup. Cleaned my cat's litter box. Got halfway through packing up my Christmas decorations. That is awesome. Some fun stuff and not so fun stuff. So good for you. I got a coffee with some maple cream in and wrote 207 words, which put my book at 70K. That's awesome, Erica. Way to go. Joanne got 116 words, writing a scene describing Lydia's emotions on the day of the first baking competition. Ooh, I feel like I would be very nervous to compete in any sort of thing, whether it be baking or anything else. I came in super late and only got 35 words written. That's okay. Thank you for joining us. Happy New Year. We are going to dive into another sprint. I'm going to try to keep the talking bits as succinct as possible while still going through everybody's comments. But I'm thinking we'll do a 25-minute sprint next. So yeah. I got one of my goals down, but then fell down a rabbit hole of details about it. Oh man, yeah, that happens. It can be like, especially if it's like a big goal and there's lots of like smaller action steps that you'll have to take to like accomplish it. Yes, I totally get that for sure. Okay. Is everyone cool with a 25-minute sprint? Is that too long, do we think? I'm pretty much good for anything, but 25 seems like a decent in between. It's not 30 minutes. It's not too long or short, but let me know how we're feeling. And then I will reset our timer. Okay. I got a couple people saying good with 25. So I'm going to go ahead and get that up here. And we will start in 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everybody. Okay, that was time on our 25-minute sprint. How did everybody do? Let's see. I am almost done outlining chapter 2, and I've started adding some stuff to chapter 3, and I'm flipping back and forth. This book is dual POV, so it's interesting. Hi, Anna. Just got here working on ebook formatting my freeform poetry book. Amazing. I can only finish out the sprint, but then I'll catch you on the replay. Oh, awesome. Sounds good, Anna. I was ready for the timer that time. Good stuff. Yay, that's awesome, Mary. I find writing them down to be super helpful, um, especially putting it somewhere that I can look at often, just to keep reminding myself of what I want to accomplish. Um, Whether it be like in the year, the month, the week, the day, etc. Erica got 600 words, finally getting my inspiration back after hitting a wall in the story. That's awesome. I'm currently over here panicking just a little bit that I might have written myself into a bit of a box. So I am trying to like brainstorm basically what the heck I'm doing. So it's great. But I'm glad that you are finding your inspiration again. That's awesome. I managed to down. Wow, you guys, it's going really well over here. Managed to write 580 words and downloaded Grammarly. That's great. Yeah, I run all my stuff through Grammarly. I find Grammarly is better for like professional writing because I don't know. I found that they like suggest incorrectly like corrections in fiction. Um, but I always run it through anyways because they do catch some typos that I've missed, which is good. Another one that I think I want to look into getting is Pro Writing Aid because I've heard that that one is better for fiction writing. But I'm gonna wait until they go on sale because I don't need it, but I want it. Um, Writing area is no longer Christmassy. Let 2022 begin. Starting on my goals list. That's awesome. Sometimes like that whole area refresh can be super beneficial. I have a monthly planner that features a goal spread between each month. Ooh, that's cool. I wish that I was a planner person. I've tried to be. I've spent a lot of money buying planners. And this year I'm like I'm not even going to kid myself. Like I've done it where I mean, I stayed consistent for a few months, but then just stopped doing it. I don't know what it is. I use a Google Calendar and I kind of like time block out my days. Um, and I like that. But as much as I would love to keep a paper planner, I use it for a bit and then it collects dust. So, um yeah, the thing is like I'm not even at the drafting stage yet. So, it's my outline that I'm like, all right, I need to figure this stuff out now before I try to start writing. I just I don't know. I don't know if I had an event happen too soon in the series. That's kind of what I'm worried about over here. I mean, it's not the end of the world. Like, even if it was a little too soon and I wrap that sort of thing up, I'm sure I can like brainstorm and come up with a new conflict to carry through the rest of the books. I don't know. We'll see. It's fine. 287 words, 517 in total. Unbeknownst to Lydia, her ex-best friend decided to enter the baking competition, causing a slew of memories to resurface, some good, some bad. Oh, did her sorry, I just saw a piece of fuzz and I thought it was a spider. It's all good. Did her ex-best friend know that Lydia was doing the baking competition, or did she not know either? And she is like a surprise for both of them, because that could cause some tension. Need some ideas for a good middle name for Adiria. Adira. That's a pretty name. I don't know. I don't think I've ever given my characters middle names, so I don't know. If anybody has suggestions for Joanne for a middle name for her character, please drop them in the comments. Thanks, Erica. I don't really have a choice because the book's gonna release, so I need to just brainstorm and figure my stuff out. It'll be fine. I haven't written in 2 years, so I'm just kind of pantsing until I can feel a little more into writing. I think that's great. I don't think, like, I feel like if I took a break, um, like either that I chose or just I needed to for any amount of time, I would probably do the same thing just to kind of fall back in love with it. I would hate to just like force myself to be so this has to happen and this has to happen and just like I enjoy pantsing a lot. Oh, we got Jane, Lynn, Josephine. There we go. Perfect. She did. That's why she wants to enter the competition to throw Lydia off balance and cause her to lose focus. Oh, gotcha. Sneaky, sneaky. All right. Do we want to dive into another sprint? I'm thinking I'll probably do a couple more. And then we'll see where we're at. So I think 25 minutes again. Is that good? Did we like that? 25 works for me. That's like my sweet spot, I think. But if anybody has any suggestions, and I'm realizing my eyebrows are so uneven today, we're just going to ignore that. Anyways. Hi, Monica. Just got here. First time writing all day, ready to get those words. Awesome. Love to hear it. We're just about to dive into another 25-minute sprint, so you're right on time. I'm going to go ahead and pop up our timer here and reset that. Hold on. There, that's better. I want the timer big and me little. Bye, Tegan. Thank you for joining us. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and start the timer. I will see you guys back here in 25 minutes. Good luck. All right, 25 minutes is up. Drop a comment. Let me know how you did. I ended up, see, this happens sometimes when I'm outlining, is it sparks like an idea for dialogue in a scene, and then I end up writing that scene. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. It's like a high tension argument between two people. Well, there's two other people in the room. They're kind of just like sitting there watching it happen. It's good times. But let me see. And I think that was, yeah, I'm still messing around with chapter 2. I don't know. I have a feeling this outline is going to be a slower process than what I would like, because I said previously that I was hoping to have it done by tomorrow, which still could happen. I mean, it's only 3 in the afternoon here, and I have no plans for the rest of the day or tomorrow. I don't plan on leaving my apartment if I don't have to. So I will just be working on this, and yeah. So I'm gonna pop into the comments. Hello, hello. You're doing JaNoWriMo. I love that. I am also doing JaNoWriMo unofficially. I have a book that I'm writing this month that is releasing at the end of next month. So it's great. How do you write voices in the main character's head? I use the same font and I just italicize it. But I mean, that's really a stylistic choice, I think, especially if you're an indie author, because there's no one telling you you can't do it that way. I don't know that I've really heard of people using a different font for like internal dialogue or internal like monologue or character thoughts. I would just italicize it. Yeah, I think I write in Times New Roman. Do I? Oh, I'm writing in Scrivener, so I'm writing in Palatino, apparently. I don't know. But then I swap it out when I'm editing for usually Arial, because I find that switching the font helps me to catch more like spelling errors. Joanne uses Comic Sans. That is a proven method. I've not tried it, but apparently it helps you to write faster. It's interesting. I can't. I don't think I could do it, but because I hate Comic Sans so much, but that's cool. I mean, it really doesn't matter what font you're writing in. I would just keep it consistent unless you're like actively doing it for a specific reason. Like I know some people, like if they have lots of like text messages in their books, format the text messages differently, whether that's like while they're writing it or when they're formatting it. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, otherwise I would keep your font consistent. Yeah, I do that too. Finished chapter 13 and reached today's goal for this book, so I'm going to switch to the Christmas story. That's awesome. Good job, Erica. I finished my goal list and color coded it. Oh, Mary, that sounds amazing. I love that. Good job. That's what happens to me. I think you're talking about what I said about writing the scene during outlining, and yeah, because like, what's the point? I'm gonna be writing this book starting on Monday anyways, so if I have it in my head, why not? And it's great because I do write, well, at least for this series, I've been writing chronologically. So when I get to this point in the outline, I'll just be able to cut it and paste it into the manuscript and it'll feel great to have like that jump in word count. 198 words, total 778. Lydia is using the 5-4-3-2-1 method to prevent herself from having an anxiety attack. That's never worked for me, but I'm glad that that's working for her, hopefully. Yeah. I've also heard the like, wait, is that like counting down or is that tied to like you list like a certain number of things you can see, hear, smell, feel, like that sort of thing. I have not tried that either. Um, I use the Calm app, which I mean, it's just meditation, but it works. 125, needed to reread the beginning of the chapter before I could start. I get that. I do that all the time. That's still really great, Monica. Good job. Um, Also finished my goals list. Color coding sounds awesome. I have to agree. I color code my Google Calendar. Um, but yeah, like how do you color code it? Is it like I don't know. What's it like? If you feel like sharing, I would love to hear. In Scrivener, do you separate by scenes or chapters? I just do chapters. I have never felt the need to go down to like the scene level. Um, I just think that for me, it overcomplicates it in a way that's unnecessary. So yeah, I just do chapters. Um, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I've never used it, but I've heard that it's really great. Um, and Mama Elliott's here to say great job and happy new year to everyone. We love that. Okay. How do we feel about maybe one more sprint, or do we want to keep going? Like, you guys let me know. This is all I really have planned for the rest of the day. So I have nowhere to rush off to. Sorry about that. I'm not tired. I don't know why I'm yawning. I color code by category. Financial is green, health is purple, personal is pink, writing is light blue, home is yellow, and the work is dark blue. And work is dark blue. I like that a lot. That sounds really cool. Thank you for sharing. Keep going, Erica says. All right. Renee's good for anything. Don't worry, Joanne. It's fine. We won't tell anyone. I'm in for the long haul. All right. Let's dive into another 25-minute sprint then. Mary is also here to hang. Perfect. I love this. Yay. That's awesome, Monica. All right, let's do this. I will go ahead and reset our timer and get it back up on the screen. And I will see you guys back here in 25 minutes. Good luck. Time is up. That one was a lot slower for me. I think I am losing steam a little bit. I might need to take a bit of a break and figure some stuff out. I hit a bit of a wall. So let me know how you guys did. Hopefully better than me. Let's see. Hello, I am new here but wanted to subscribe and like. Thank you. I will join in on the next sprint next time. Have a lovely day. You too. Joanne's going to take a nap. I don't blame you. I could see myself doing that even though I slept in today. Thank you for joining us. Took a break, went to the bathroom, stretched my legs for a few minutes, and grabbed a snack. All good things. Erica got 584. That's awesome. Yeah. I don't know. It's pretty gray outside, and that makes it hard to be productive, which does not bode well for my 2022, it feels weird to say that, writing schedule in terms of all the books that I'm planning to write and release while it is still winter. I feel like we have barely, and I mean, I'm in Ontario. I feel like we've barely gotten a taste of what winter is going to be this year. There's no snow right now, and we've had a little bit, and I just have a feeling that we have not seen anything yet, and that makes me sad because I despise winter. I don't like it at all. I feel like emotionally I'm at my worst. Just it getting dark and it being so cold, and I get stressed out about driving in the snow. I just don't like this time of year. I really don't. Anyways, that was a bit of a tangent that no one asked for, so you're welcome. Let's move on. Catherine is plotting out a new idea. Popped into my head a few weeks ago. That's exciting. I feel like anytime I get to a point in my books where it's like a little bit hard, I get the like shiny new idea syndrome, but it's always exciting to start working on a new project. 231 words on my brainstorming session for a new novel. That's awesome too. I am kind of, I guess, in a brainstorming session, but it is not going well. So clearly I need to do something different to figure out this book, but it's fine. I'm packing, we are moving, and trying to write a trigger warning for my book. You're just like the queen of multitasking right now. Good for you. All right. I don't know, friends. I think I might call it. We've been going for a couple hours now. I need a break. I might go for a walk and try to see if that helps with the inspiration for this book. I don't know. Maybe I need to revisit my Pinterest board and my Spotify playlist for this book and just like reconnect with where I want to take it, and I guess figure out where I want to take it. I still feel very connected to the characters because I just like I didn't really give myself a break in between the last book in the series and starting on this one, though. I mean, one POV is the same, but the other POV is different. So I guess I am learning the voice of one character, but it's one of my favorite characters. So it's kind of, it's easy. That's about the only thing that's easy about this book, but it's all good. And I also need to do some laundry because adult responsibilities. I need clothes for work this coming week. Any tips on writing a trigger warning? I mean, I think I've only ever written one, and now I'm trying to remember what it said. Hang on, I will find it. It's been a while. Like you don't necessarily you can be as vague or specific as you want. I guess it just depends on like what sort of content you're wanting to warn the reader of. Let's see. I did it for Twisted Desire. Oh, I just put, please be aware that parts of this book may trigger readers who have experienced domestic abuse. Reader discretion is advised. So I guess you could just warn against whatever could be a potential trigger. And then I always just put the reader discretion is advised. Yeah. So you could put like, please be aware that parts of this book may trigger readers who have experienced eating disorders. Reader discretion is advised. It can be pretty simple. I don't think you need to spend a lot of time and like page space. Just put it out there. You can even like if you're indie publishing this, you can put it on like the Goodreads page and the Amazon sales page just to be super clear to the reader because you would hate to have somebody read it that gets triggered and then leave a poor review. So, anyways, I hope that helps. Go get the adulting done. I find my characters will tell me when I need to write, usually when I'm in the middle of something else. Yeah, yeah, I find that mostly, when I'm at my day job and or like on my way to my day job. So then I have to think about it all day. And then when I actually, have the time to write, it's crickets. They go very quiet at the most inopportune times. It's great. Um, okay. I think I'm going to sign off for now. I might do another one of these tomorrow. We'll see where I'm at. I think Sarah is doing a sprint tomorrow morning at 9, like her usual Sunday sprints with guests. So be sure to check that out. I'm sure there are other sprints going on. I just don't know of any. But thank you guys for hanging out with me and keeping me accountable for the last couple of hours. And I will see you next time.